Hello and welcome. I am Gimba Umar. Tonight, Nigerian military confirms over 500 Boko Haram insurgents set to commence de-radicalization in Gombe after surrendering to troops, the largest number since the beginning of the program in 2015. U.S. Department of Justice slams Airpeace CEO Alan Oyema with bank fraud charges to the tune of $20 million. Airline boss denies charges, insists that he never committed bank fraud anywhere. Acclaimed author Chimamanda Adichie restates her commitment to the pursuit of gender equality after emerging as first Nigerian to win the United Nations Global Leadership Awards for her works in literature. And over 20 people die in landslides caused by flooding in Kenya's West Pokot County as severe weather threatens the region. Acclaimed author Chimamanda Adichie has been speaking on her resolve to continue her campaign for gender equality through her writings. The literary icon said this after emerging as the first Nigerian to be honored with the United Nations Foundation's Global Leadership Award for her works in literature. She receives this recognition at this year's event hosted by the UN Foundation in New York, which was attended, of course, by global leaders who are world change agents.
Lively scenes in New York City, the host of the United Nations Global Leadership Award. The whole comes alive as Nigeria's own and author Chimamanda Adichie emerges a recipient of the award. Chimamanda is honored for her works in literature and storytelling, connecting with people across generations and cultures on issues of gender and social equality. UN dignitaries give insight into the significance of the award.
Well, I think it's amazing. I mean, Chimamanda is an inspiration to even we oldies. So receiving it so young is really just a demonstration of what young people can do. But you know, her words are deep. They are meaningful. They're etched in many people's hearts and minds because they resonate. She's just an amazing person, terribly gifted, and I'm very proud as a fellow Nigerian.
The renowned writer shows appreciation for the honor.
You know, the thing about being recognized is that this is not the reason one does what one does, but it's always wonderful to get that validation because it means that somebody's saying to you what you're doing matters, and it's a wonderful feeling.
She is a compelling and singular voice for our common humanity, and she deconstructs in her stories all the isms that dehumanize us and help us question those isms. And she conveys deep love of her country and of her people in a way that it gets shared with all of us when we read her stories. So I was very honored to get to present this very deserved award to her tonight.
We the peoples of the succeeding generation.
The Global Leadership Award dinner comes ahead of the UN's 75th anniversary themed We the People.
We believe in the world as it should.
At the backstage, Chimamanda reiterates her call for gender equality.
I've been a feminist my whole life. I was a feminist before I knew what the word meant, which is simply that I was a little girl who was very much aware that the world was just different in the way it treated girls and the way it treated boys, and that girls didn't get quite the same dignity and the same room not just to grow but room to fail as boys and men did. But also I knew it didn't mean that boys and men had perfect lives. It just meant that being born female exposed you to specific deprivations because you were born female.
Chimamanda is the first Nigerian to receive the UN Foundation Global Leadership Award, joining the list with previous recipients such as former US President Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, renowned talk show host and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey, and the late UN Secretary General Kofi Annan.
Inspirational to the letter.